insurgency in India's Jammu and Kashmir state. These men, all in their 20s, want their identity protected for fear of prosecution by India. They call for azadi, or freedom from India. They join other young Kashmiris, mostly Muslim, who hurl stones at Indian security forces. So-called stone-pelting protests like this have spiked since June, when a Kashmiri young person was killed by a tear gas canister fired by police. More than 100 Kashmiris have been killed since then. It's the most recent chapter in a 63-year-old dispute over this region, claimed by both India and Pakistan. Militants in Indian Kashmir say they abandoned violence more than 10 years ago, and that the basic character of the separatist struggle is peaceful. The stone pelters say they want to demonstrate peacefully, but India uses excessive force to suppress them. One of them shows wounds. He says he was shot twice.
He was a target. None of them could. The police slowly took aim and shot at me, like I was a target.
Indian Army and police enjoy legal immunity under emergency laws that apply to Indian-controlled Kashmir. Police Chief Shiv Murari Sahai says his officers try to use minimal force, but are forced to shoot protesters who instigate violence.
I don't think any law in any part of the world accepts the kind of violence that is happening here as a peaceful demonstration.
Sahai echoes India's long-held assertion that the unrest is incited by a small minority.
This is basically a fringe element of the society, which is a lumpen element which is of no productive use. And they have been very happily recruited by the militant organizations, especially and the separatist organizations, to create an environment in Kashmir to show as if the things were completely out of control, which is not anywhere near reality.
But many people tell a different story of widespread frustration with India behaving like an occupying force. This Australian woman and her Kashmiri husband moved to Srinagar so their children could learn Kashmir's traditions. But they say excessive curfews make normal life impossible.
Sometimes it's been extremely tight curfew. There's been barbed wire along the road. You're not even allowed to move to the street to get, bread, milk, all the necessary things. We actually aren't sending our kids to school because we still feel that it's extremely violent.
Usman Ahmad works for the US-based organization Mercy Corps. He says Kashmir is experiencing a youth bulge of unemployment and insecurity.
This is a generation that's grown up entirely in conflict. They don't have any yardstick or measure to sort of compare what average young people anywhere else in the world would call as normal and call as healthy. And I think that has led to some very unhealthy outcomes.
Some young Kashmiris are channeling their anger.
MC Cash.
MC Cash is a rapper who distributes music over the internet. He says he wants to tell the world about abuses in this region.
I protest against the things they've done. I protest for a mother who lost her son.
The struggle my people have lived, it has of course broken my heart. It has made me think that if I don't speak for them, then I'm not a Kashmiri.
Still, many young stone pelters feel it is too late to do anything productive with their lives.
We can't do any jobs or work. There are so many files on us in police stations.
As frustration grows, many fear young protesters may decide to put down their stones and pick up guns. Kurt Asian, VOA News, Srinagar in the Valley of Kashmir.